Have you ever wondered, why are we here? Why did God create humanity? What is our purpose? The answer coming up. Hello everyone, this is David Sami and you are watching A Christian Journey. On this channel we talk about theology, philosophy, culture, and everything that pertains to the Christian life. So if these are the things you are interested in, you may want to consider subscribing. Have you ever wondered what is our purpose in life? Why are we here? Why did God create humanity? People believe that we are here to learn some lessons, while others, they believe that the goal of life is to pursue happiness. I imagine if we were to ask 10 different people this question, we may get 10 different answers. But I think we find the answer to these questions in the first chapter of the book of Genesis, verse 26. We read, "Then God said, let us make man in our image, after our likeness." Here we see God deciding to create man in his own image. But what does that mean? The Strong Concordance gives the following definition to the Hebrew word image. It means to shade, to resemble, hence a representative figure, especially an idol. God made us to resemble him, to have common qualities with him. Obviously, not in a physical sense, for God is not made of flesh and blood, but to resemble him in his moral character and ways, and to act as his representative in this world. Just as an idol was made to be a visual representation of a deity, you and I, we were made to be a visual representation of what God is like in his ways and moral character. In the Gospel of John, chapter 14, verse 9, Jesus is talking to one of his disciples and says, "Philip, whoever has seen me has seen the Father." We were made for this very purpose. We could never perfectly reflect what God is like, but to an extent, I should be able to look at you and see what God is like by your ways, your actions, and your beliefs. Have you ever wondered why we feel good when we do something that we know to be right, even at a cost to ourselves? Maybe it is because at that moment we acted in line with how we were made to be. If this is so, the primary goal in our life should be the cultivation of godlike qualities, to become more and more like him. Personal achievements, career, pleasure, all of these things were made to be part of our lives, but not the goal of our lives, for we were not made for them. The secret to a truly fulfilled life is directly tied to the degree that we become godly in our character and ways. Then we become the right kind of people, the way we were meant to be. People who by grace and mercy of God have cultivated God-like qualities, kindness, gentleness, love, faithfulness. In our society, we get impressed by what people have accomplished. But maybe we should be more impressed by who they have become. In a book entitled As a Man Thinketh, the author makes a statement that in our life, we don't get what we want, but we get who we are. You may want a peaceful life, but if you have a problem with anger, chances are you may not be able to have a peaceful life, no matter how much you wish for it, because of who you are. So what is the purpose of life? To resemble God in His character and ways. Why are we here? To be and act as His representative. Unfortunately, for the most part, this is not what we see in humanity. Rather, we see a reflection of who we are and our own ways. Something has gone wrong with us human beings. And we try to explore these questions in our next video. But until then, may the Lord be with you. May He keep you. And may He make His face to shine upon you and give you peace. This is David Samii with Christian Journey.